tourism can bring enormous benefits to any country. In 2019 alone, money spent on travel and tourism accounted for 10.4% of GDP worldwide, but it is particularly important for developing countries. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, however, global tourism rates have collapsed. Almost every single global destination has some kind of travel restriction in place. Nestled between the Black and Caspian Seas and the Greater Caucasus mountain range, the three states of the Caucasus, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, have been increasingly popular with tourists. The growing importance of tourism to the region, however, means that it is more exposed to the crash in tourism revenues this year as the pandemic takes its toll. Currently, Azerbaijan and Georgia have suspended all flights to their countries with few exceptions, and only a limited number of flights continue to service Armenia. Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia have all banned foreign nationals from entering their countries, and Georgia and Armenia have agreed to close the land border between their countries until further notice. Similarly, both Armenia and Azerbaijan have closed their borders with Iran, allowing only some cargo deliveries. 150,000 less tourists visited Armenia than in the same period last year, a loss of approximately $135 million. Armenia hoped to open borders for tourists. However, as of July, the COVID curve is in no way near flattening. In Georgia, with far less official numbers of infections than Armenia, 90% of tourist reservations were canceled for the month of April. There is a possibility that Georgia will enter a recession if tourism numbers do not recover by the fall. While Georgia plans to reopen to foreign tourists this summer, it remains to be seen to what extent travelers, erring on the side of caution, will forego non-essential travel and how that will impact tourism numbers. While Armenia and Georgia have been quite transparent in terms of the pandemic's spread and its economic toll, Azerbaijan has been less forthright. Specific data for the pandemic's impact on Azerbaijan's tourism sector is not available, but it can be presumed that given the smaller portion that tourism contributes to GDP compared to Georgia and Armenia, that the pandemic's impact will not be as severe there. In Armenia, the government has discussed ways to help the tourism industry, including programs that provide government co-financing of loans, as well as loans for small and medium-sized tourism enterprises. While this will help mitigate losses, this will not fully cover the amount of support needed. Similarly, the government of Azerbaijan is providing loans with preferential terms to its businesses to mitigate the economic impact of the pandemic. Georgia has also approved a $312 million package, which includes a tax holiday and a loan repayment assistance to support its tourism industry. The consequences of the pandemic will likely have a longer-lasting effect on international tourism relative to other sectors that are expected to recover more. Due to shaky economic outlooks and the external shock of the pandemic, the short-term prospects for tourism are mixed, but over the long term, it is still expected to grow.